Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. So we are at the Red Mill public fishing area. Place is looking pretty rough right now. My goal today is we're going to be hiking hopefully along the shoreline here to the headwaters, the fountainhead of Falls Lake and the Neuse River. Been here about a year ago. I'm going to be comparing those footage with what we're going to see today. But these water levels definitely are pretty low, and what we're looking at here is the Eno River. So let me get going that way and we'll pick it up then. I'm gonna see how far we could get without having to jump in the woods. If my memory serves me right, about a year ago, it was early spring, I believe, late winter. A lot of briars, a lot of brush. Yeah, there's a very odd smell in this area. It's looking pretty rough out here. It's not the most pleasant location, at least right there by the parking lot. I guess you could call it the trailhead. A lot of people come out here to fish. It's a popular area for fishing and leaving your trash, apparently. Yeah, hard to believe that looking at that river there, that goes into Falls Lake, and that's the drinking water for millions of people. I hate to say this, but I felt that last time I was here. Maybe it's just because of the just the rugged, not the ruggedness, but the roughness, or the just everything's all mangled. I get some bad vibes out here. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna get too fear mongering. A good update on the current conditions of the drought. Ah! Ah! What the hell? Oh, man, something just stung me. Whoa. Okay, I need to. All right, let me focus. Wow. It was kind of brown. I don't know what it was. Ooh wee. You know, I do not recommend walking back here. Might have made a mistake. I just got stung, and there's poison ivy everywhere. So I might have to. I know there's a main road up that way. Might have to jump on that, but it's pretty nasty back here. Do not recommend it. Yeah, so this drought is not looking good. Next week is going to be in the hundreds. No relief in sight. Little storms pop up here and there, but again, they're like drops in the bucket. Unless it rains pretty good in the Falls of Neuse River Basin area, sustained rain, we're not going to see any difference in the water levels. Last I checked, the water levels are below 6 feet. They're dropping about half a foot a week. I'm going to leave in the description. It's a good interview with the assistant director of Raliegh Water, Ed Buccanon. He gives you a good overview of the current conditions that the state is experiencing and so forth. He was around during the 2007-2008 drought, and he mentioned that because of the drought started in winter and spring, it kind of got a head start, and it's looking like it's going to quite possibly be the worst drought in North Carolina history, recorded history. I'm sure if you go back 500 million years, it was probably a worse drought than what we're experiencing today. So yeah, definitely check those links out. I'm going to have other links up, and you know what, I'm really going to have to pay attention here. This is pretty nasty. Again, I keep on saying that. Got stung already. Probably have to look out for snakes. But let me yeah, let me focus, and I'll get some video along the way until we get to the Falls of Neuse. What in the bloody hell is that? Making my way to the main road. Let's walk around here. Looks like an old oven in the fridge. Wow, look at that. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Probably somebody dumped it. Alright, just onward. That's pretty cool. Had to jump back into the woods. It's like an old, I guess the road used to continue that way, and it was blocked off. So I might go that way. I'm not entirely sure, man. This is proving to be a really tough hike the way I chose. Should have used a kayak. The river does go that way. I'm hoping to eventually connect to the road, but I haven't been in a situation like this in a long time. I'm really pushing it here. Cell service is 0. It's not really. I'm using Onyx backcountry. It's not really helping me any. I actually have broke out my Garmin. My Garmin's having a little tough time as well. Probably because of the overcast. But I'm winging it right now. Hopefully search and rescue doesn't have to come out and get me. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty wild. But we're going to make it. I'm going to make it. Yeah, so right through the woods there, that's the Eno Kayak launch point. Give you a little snapshot, little image. But so we are going in the right direction, so that's a good sign. But I still have a little ways to go before we get into some clear pastures. All right, so we're getting close to the beginning of the Neuse River. It's right over there. It's I got a little tricky climb over here, but once I get over that, then we're gonna pick it back up. All right, so here we are, where the Eno River meets the Flat River. And let's see if I could maneuver around this. Oh, yeah, it would have been a lot better if I brought the kayak. Next time, definitely the kayak. I am not taking that truck again. Okay, we're trying to get a good spot so we could take a better look. Should be a road up that way that I'm gonna hop on. Yeah, right around the bend there is Flat River. It doesn't look too much different from when I was here last a year ago, but I was more so up on the banks up here, so I didn't really get a good perspective of the shoreline. But yeah, we'll definitely visit this if the drought continues. We'll definitely come back here probably September and see how it's looking. But here it is, the fountainhead of the Neuse River and the beginning of Falls Lake. Yeah, so I'm going to close it out here. That's right, there's the Flat River, and over here we have the Eno River. Another good perspective, and this is the center right here where they meet. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, hopefully, I'll be out and about. I don't know if I'm going to be hospitalized with poison ivy. But again, thanks for tuning in. Silver Wolves out.